He's rolled the dice. He's coming up 8, and he's down here. What an Ryan García.
Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terence "Bud" Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
It's cooled down a little bit. The fighters will love that because when they get in, the heat won't double the impact because then it can cool down. They've got that cool breeze. We might see a high-tempo fight here.
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score. Big punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Perfect punch. Nice counter. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Get in it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Just get your breath back. Good work back. The jab's working now. Just 1, 2 straight down. No, you can't listen. Great work. Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear and we'll start firing out.
And there's the bell for round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That left counter was perfectly timed. Hey, those punches add up. He threw the hook, didn't land. He got out of the way of that right hook. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. Oh, what a punch! This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good match. Great.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Lands with the right counter. These punches coming from every angle. Neither man really defending themselves. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Counter punch. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want, because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with the left uppercut. There's a right hand. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Look at him. He's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. Behind your jab and then you let your shots go. Don't let him get back.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change they can change their attitude, they can change their nervous system to a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over. Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Left punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Keep doing what you're doing. You got to appeal. Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good right hand. No power in those punches. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Fantastic punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he just missed with that left jab. That's a scoring left hand. He misses with that jab. This is not good strategy. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
I love that. I love that. That jab's slick.
There's the bell for round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Solid punch. Nice exchange here from both men. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice punch. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is
He's rolled the dice. He's coming up 8, and he's down here. Let's see if he can beat the count. Trying to make it up before 10.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
And here he is, Bud, Terence Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it. There can only be one, Lomachenko, Ukraine's finest. He's a former world champion in multiple weight classes.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terence "Bud" Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3-division champion of the world, Vasyl Lomachenko.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
What do they say? The truth shall set you free. Now we're gonna see the truth.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. He takes that jab. Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. They score with that left hand. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in a headlights.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And there's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Neither man really defending themselves. Oh, very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Good round, like that. Fantastic. Good match. Straight ahead. Every time you see it, take a big...
And there's the bell to start round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Good one. Aiming for the chin. He's headhunting right now. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. The bravery being shown here is just incredible.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
He left his chin exposed and he got caught. He scores with that right uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up.
Oh my goodness, that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. Nice exchange here from both men. Shot, a perfectly timed left uppercut. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from. Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
He misses with that jab. Neither man really defending themselves. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Lift it up, body and head, be smart, change your angle.
Back at it in round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. And he blocks the left uppercut. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Catch and shoot. this fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. They score again with the left hand.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. Good counter punching for both these athletes. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Neither man really defending themselves. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Good work. You'll see it and you'll ride it out. Go out there and finish it.
On to the fifth we go. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There's a counter shot. Seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot with the right hand. He misses with that jab. One lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter. It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. Catch and shoot with the left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump over. Every time you see him, take a big deep breath.
On to the sixth round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This fighter has not shown us much defense at all. That left shot lands. We hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He got out of the way of that right hook.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other.
Caught him clean. Is this the beginning of the end? What an explosive knockdown. I don't see any way he's going to beat this count. Terence "Bud" Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. King Ryan García, one of the most famous boxers the world over, the fastest hands in the game. They call him Flash.
It would be ding-ding from first bout there off.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed three-division champion of the world, Terence "Bud" Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Ryan García.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold.
This is one of those places where if you can fight, if you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
And that's the opening bell, round one. And a counter left. Missed him with that uppercut. That left scores. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on your face, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be high fire on here.
This fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. Right hand. That left counter was perfectly timed. Fantastic punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Look at that jab straight. Working behind the jab and then work the shot shot. Don't let him get back.
On to the second round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think, right, concentrate.
Threw the hook, didn't land. Nice counter shot with the right hand. That left shot lands. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. That's a scoring left hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. We about to see Ryan García, and finally couldn't take anymore, and down goes García. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.